Have you wanted a half-ton fifth wheel with enough room to put a hot tub in? Found it. Hey, what's up? It's Chris Young. Welcome to the Keystone Cougar 26RKE. This half-ton fifth wheel comes in at 30 feet 10 inches, roughly 9,200 pounds dry, and is a couple's dream with the space and flow that has enough space, literally, for you to put a hot tub in your living area. Now, if you're like me, and you got champagne taste, but you got a $2 chuck budget, Cougar is where you need to land. They have been one of America's premier top-selling fifth wheel brands for years. And this year, they haven't gone anywhere, but they're back. I love what they did, not only with the decor, the flow, and the updates, but they have also increased on some of those Keystone Cougar calling cards that have made them stand out for so long. From the quality construction to doing things like upgrading to composite walls, composite floor, putting in a new water system that's going to allow you to shut off every valve if you need it. Just tons of features that make this coach stand out. And when it's at this price point, you really can't beat it. But to me, the 26RKE screams couples. Sure, I got recliners, I got a hide a bed, so I could sleep 4 in here if I needed to, which for me, for the grandparents or for the family that has the larger kids, or maybe the kids are in college or the travel ball, whatever it may be, you got the space to accommodate a couple more people, but this is you and your loved one's escape, man. Just take a look at this rear wall. The RK is a rear kitchen. Dominating this rear wall is your prep space. Now, when I first saw this, I thought it was solid surface because of the way it looked, but this is a pressed surface countertop, beautiful, clean, and white, but it allows me to have the oversized undermounted gunmetal style sink with the pull down sprayer. My backsplash is decorative and is going from counter to cabinet, and I love it. Oversized window on the back too, which to me was one of the calling cards for this area. Light and airflow. I got windows all the way around, and the accents just accent my experience when I'm in here, allow me to feel like I'm in a residential home away from home. That's what Cougar is. Check out my frosted glass in my cabinets. Soft close on everything you're going to find. Love the space, love the flow, even like the crown molding with the backlit LED light. And speaking of lights, all of your lights in the ceilings are LED recessed. Just looks clean, man. Keystone has always been clean. My prep space, gorgeous. Pop-up power station with wireless charging, boom. Flush-mounted 3-burner cooktop with the glass cover, and I like how we got the upgraded grill grates here. Got my microwave and hood up above, and my 17-inch Furion oven. Check out my drawers, all of them 75-pound or more on the capacity, glazed as well as full extension on drawer guides. But I know what you're saying. Man, Chris, if only there was a separation of space in here. You're always talking about separation of space with your big forehead and your bald spot. Where do you have it in the kitchen? Well, you kind of got it here. I like this because when I'm prepping or cleaning, I do like to be able to have the turn ability to do things. And having the slide out countertop not only gives me some prep space, now I even have a little mini breakfast nook if I want it, or coffee station, buffet, whatever you want. And then when you're done, boom. Unlike the drawers at your home, you can't slide them back away. So having that feature is awesome. Come over to the campsite, and my slide here is housing my entertainment center as well as my pantry, which I'm gonna get to here in a second. But you have the flex dinette in this beauty. I love my windows. I got the wood valances. They're decorative, they're solid. I got the side skirting, and you even have the pull-down blackout shades, which are going to help with controlling the temperature inside this coach. And I'll talk a little bit more about the special coating that you have on your fiberglass exterior, but they did something there this year that's going to help that as well. But my dinette, legless. I got the booth backer here, which also slides out and gives you space as well as a separate ottoman if you need it for your love seat. But your dinette can turn and pivot and go from a dinette to a bar top or an office top, really giving you some versatility and space. USB charging power, as well as my Bluetooth command center for my entertainment here. And speaking of entertainment, look at what they did here. They recessed my TV to make it flush with my wall. I got my little component shelf, although it's not really a shelf, it's more of a decorative mantle, but above my InnoFlame fireplace. Now, these I'm a huge fan of. Yes, they are electric, but they are multi-flame, multi-light setting. And in those spring mornings or in those fall nights, these do a great job of knocking the chill off the air. And since these are temperature rated 0 to 100 degrees, you can take your 26RKE, go out early spring, late fall. These are awesome 3, maybe even 4 season coaches, depending on where you are in the country. But maximizing the space and the flow, Keystone is one of the best at it. You got solid pantry shelves, you got the motion light, you even have a cordless vacuum prep set up in here too with the power outlet if you want it, all on an actual locking lever, which to me makes this even better because now it's not just a little pull stop, it's an actual locking lever, so I don't have to worry about it opening and closing on me as I'm going down the road. On the opposite side of my kitchen wall is where I'm going to find my comfy love seat. Got the giant mirror here, got some storage up above. Once again, soft close. Bada bing, bada boom. This does extend out into a sleeper. I got some side table right there. Not big, but at least it's a usable space. Plus I got USB charging, 110, as well as a window. And on the off-camp side, I got another slide housing my refrigerator, some more pantry storage, and my recliners with, get this, the 10-inch console in the middle, pop-up power, lit cup holders, as well as USB charging with heat and massage. And the thing about these recliners, take a look at what they did here. A lot of times, you'd only have this pad. These are called cloud cushions. And when you sit on there, your tuchus feels like it's on a cloud. Absolutely love it. 10.7 cubic foot fridge freezer combo, which is 12 volt, meaning I can run it while going down the road. These have the acrylic front, they're vibration smart, they're anti-frost, really come in handy when you're using it on those long weekends. And I opened all of these because I wanted you to see one key thing, the hideaway hinges. To me, whenever I get a chance to walk through RVs, and look, I already talked about Keystone's construction. Sure, we got flush floor slides. We got gorgeous non-carpet in the slides that continues the flow of this room that really opens it up. And you got Dynaspan flooring, which is a polypropylene laminated material that won't allow moisture in from the bottom. That's huge. So, what else you need? Oh, Chris, how about soft spots in the floor? You don't have them because the heating ducts have thermoplastic duct joiners that are almost indestructible, making sure your coach is going to stay sturdy and not wobbly for a long time. What do you say we go check out the bedroom and the bathroom before we take a look at the gorgeous exterior? Now, past this cavernous, spaciously designed living area is where we're going to go up the stairs, where you got a little shoe storage under your steps, got your main entry point right here with your 30-inch friction hinge door, and of course, up the stairs is your command panel. Now, I wanted to stop here for a quick second to show you a few features. Number one, I love what Keystone did with their lights. So they made the lights dimmable, which is pretty cool, but you can also just go, check it out, just go boom, 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 and you see how they do like the little, you remember Kit from Knight Rider back in the day? They had that little, blah, blah, blah. I don't know, I see that and I like it. Now, we also have our Suburban furnace controls as well as your ceiling fan controls and the remote control for your Furion Chill Cube. That's an 18K BTU air conditioner, and it is awesome. And the fact that you have a remote control for it, pretty sweet. Now here you can also check your battery as well as your tanks. And your tanks on this one, you got a 54-gallon fresh, 60-gallon gray, and you got a 30-gallon black tank on this. Those tanks actually make really good sizes for a couples coach because to me, it's going to boil down to shower. Having a 54-gallon fresh tank and the Oxygenics shower head in your shower means you're going to feel like you have a much bigger fresh tank. You also have a tankless water heater, so it'll only take about 10 to 15 seconds for the hot water to kick in here. Got the glass enclosed shower. Love the subway tile style surround that we have, the giant skylight, and of course the corner notches and my brushed nickel features. Got the high-rise porcelain bowl, got some hangers as well as some strut-supported storage up top. This was actually a nice little touch. Good spot for your linens. I got my vent and fan there, undermounted sink, pressed surface on my vanity, and just take a look at that giant medicine cabinet. Good grief, it pretty much spans your whole entire wall. You got some drawer storage and a good spot for your trash can there. Just love how Keystone makes things not only classy looking, but convenient. Take a look at my slide door. Now, the one thing I will say, a lot of RVs I go into don't have this upper panel. Now, negative to that is if you're taking a very steamy shower and this fan isn't doing the work, it's going to stay inside this room. A lot of times that gap above the door will allow the steam to get out, but this to me just looks more residential. It's more sturdy, and I have a feeling like my door is actually going to stay on the guides, which with some RVs is an issue. Also, being able to sleep in a good king-size bed in a lot of RVs, even some fifth wheels, is also an issue. But not the case with my Keystone Cougar. You got a 70 by 80 king-size bed in this beauty with strut-supported storage underneath, which does go all the way up. Great spot for your additional chairs if you want to put them there, your bags, whatever. And for my nightstand space, I got power, USB, and you will notice that these are inverted outlets. A few years ago, Keystone came out with the Solar Flex, and I loved it. It's 200, 400, you could upgrade it in whatever wattage panels you wanted to have as far as solar panels on your roof. They included the inverter in there or inverter prep, so your outlets could charge things off the power of the sun. Throw some lithium batteries in there, get some strong solar panels, and boom, you can go off grid as long as it's sunny. You know, hopefully the sun doesn't go out before you watch this. I still got the dimmer controls for my lights in here. Second AC, storage up top, and some pretty nice storage space on the side and over here as well. The only thing I wasn't crazy about was there was no hanger bars there. But then I remembered it's a Cougar. You have an armoire over here with your hanger bar, a chest of drawers, and it's washer dryer prepped. So if you saw those cabinets and you thought, oh, dang it, Chris, it was almost perfect, just needed a spot to hang my clothes, now you have a much bigger spot to hang your clothes. Why would you want to crumple your shirts when they're going to give you a good space to do it here? So awesome shelf storage there, great layout. I got my TV backer over here, which is also probably one of the few things I don't like about this coach, because I like to be looking forward versus turning my head to watch TV. But I got my smart outlet, my Key TV multi-source connection for my TV right there. This just means when you get to the campground, just plug it in. It's a smart receptor. It's going to know if it's cable or satellite. You don't have to chase cables in the middle of the night. Speaking of chasing cables, that makes me think about construction, which also makes me think about the outside. Yeah, my brain doesn't function a lot, but follow me on this one. Here we are on the outside of your all-new Keystone Cougar 26RKE. Once again, coming in at 9,200 pounds dry, 30 feet, 10 inches. What does that mean? Could be a sweet spot for a lot of state parks. Imagine pulling up in this beauty, and there are so many construction features on the outside. I could spend 30 minutes going through it. From the Key Shield technology that they use to coat it, to the Vixen fiberglass, heated and enclosed underbelly, heat pads on your tanks. I'm going to talk about the axles when we get down there, but I want to talk about this specifically. With the max turn technology that this Kurt Helix hitch is going to give you, not only is going to help make this coach turn and tow a lot smoother and a lot easier, you're also going to have more visibility, and you're going to have less chucking and bucking when it comes to towing this beauty. I got my leash latch down here. I got my beautiful spare tire, or gen box if you want to call it. And down here, so Keystone did this a few years ago too. You probably see behind my battery box, this is the Gigi box. This allows you to disconnect the battery while still being able to charge it, so you're not having a draw. You also have a disconnect for your solar panels as well. Right there is my solar charge controller, and you are set up for tire pressure monitoring on this. It's already wired. I don't care what RV you get, please get tire pressure monitoring on it. 76,000 accidents per year with RVs, according to the NTSA. Number one cause, tire blowouts. So don't be a statistic, be safe. You notice I got the gorgeous fiberglass exterior here, double awnings, LED light strip, 80% tint on my sealed safety windows. I got me some dual 30s on my tanks. And just take a look at the storage that you have. You got the rubberized floor. You do have the porthole here so you can run your connections, and you do have keyed alike doors on these. These are anti-slam. The keyed alike means somebody can't use their key to open your luggage. But you got your cable connection, you got your awning controls, as well as your USB CNA. And you know, one little thing that they did, to me it was so huge, but it's so little. They turned the rocker switches for the awning controls. A lot of times you see the switch like this. Sometimes the engineers do it backwards, so up is out and down is in. But these, you know which way that awning is going to go based off how it is, and I absolutely love it. You'll also get a good shot of this gorgeous aluminum superstructure this thing is on, and you have an individually engineered structural I-beam chassis on this beauty. They even rounded the edges of your diamond plated skirting down here. What does that do? A, it's a little bit more aerodynamic, but B, if little Timmy's running around here, he's not gonna cut himself, and C, it looks better and protects the undercarriage a little bit more. I got the plastic steps, which are solid, leading me into my extra large door here with the extra large door handle, and you'll see they have one of the best warranties in the industry too. 3-year limited structural warranty. That is absolutely awesome. True fit slide with slide topper. True fit means the slide was built for the space. It's an easy way of saying they spend a lot of time mathematically plotting this out so you have less air, less water going into your RV. And I know what you're saying, Chris, the inside's beautiful, the outside's awesome, and you know, we're kind of like you. We do have a champagne taste, but you know, we got that mad dog budget. If only we could have an outside entertainment that maybe had a TV on this coach for that price point, then we could really fake the funk and just floss and fly everywhere we go. Oh my gosh, we got one. And you got storage. You got a pull-out griddle top for when you want to put your whatever you want to put on there or just do some prep. LP Quick Connect is underneath. And the little mini college dorm fridge, and best of all, it's high enough you can stand under here and use it as cover if you need to. But imagine the campground, doing the night, the movie with the kids outside, the popcorn, the sleeping bags out here. Dude, I'm so in. Okay, gonna be tough to see from this side, so maybe we'll show it on the other side. But those are 5,100-pound axles with 10-layer E-rated Goodyear tires. You'll also notice you have ABS on this too. So you got anti-locking brakes, you got gorgeous tires, aluminum rims, and anti-lock braking on here as well. Talk about that safety. Love how they added that feature on there, and it comes standard. You also get the road armor suspension on this. So that's gonna help keep that ride and that tow a lot smoother. Come around to the back. You'll see I got my ladder, got backup camera prep. Now you do have a 2-inch receiver back here that has a 3,000-pound hitch on it. So if you want to throw the bikes, the generator, whatever, bam, you got the opportunity to do that. You got the Watchdog incorporated 50-amp plug here. What does that mean? Watchdog is a power protection system. So you have a little bit of power protection built in to your connection. As you can see right here, the ground, L1, L2, the ground is not on because we plugged it into a little backup box. This would let you know if you're getting good power from the post, more importantly, if you need to protect those sensitive components on the inside. Got your True Fit slide over here for the off-camp side too. I love how it has a slide topper. Right there might be a little tough to reach with the slide out, but that's your terminations. And once again, your tanks are 54, 60, and 30. Right there is your other termination for your other gray tank, because you do have 2 on here. That's how you got a 60-gallon gray tank. Back of my tankless water heater, back of my furnace, other side of my pass-through storage with my external command center. Now, you do have solar on this coach, but you also have the opportunity, if you do have the little briefcase solar panels to help trickle charge that battery, you got your quick connect there. Winterization controls, external shower with hot and cold. You got your city water connection, black tank flush, all your commands. But the thing that I love that they did this year is right there. You have a water management center. So if something's wrong with the pipes, you got a leak, you don't have to cut the water off to the entire coach. You could just come in here. Every one of your water connections has an individual control. That is absolutely awesome. Love it, love it, love it. My other 30-pound LP tank, and of course, my one-touch, 4-point electric automatic leveling. You got everything that you could want on this coach. Style, beauty, space, good Lord, that kitchen, hello. And all the touches that's gonna make you think when you're away from home, you're still at home. And if that's what you want in your RV, the Keystone Cougar 26RKE for that couple that wants a fifth wheel that could still get into most of state parks. You got a truck that could handle 9,200 pounds dry, but this thing is also 11,000 pounds gross. So rv.campingworld.com, check out the towing guide, or just bring your vehicle in. And come check this beauty out. Leave me a comment down below. Let me know what you think. And as always, please click like, subscribe, and notify, so the next time we do one, you're the first one to get it. The Keystone Cougar 26RKE. I liked it, man, and I'm being serious.